Hi, welcome to Julie the Thrifty Designer. Today I am going to make, what are these called? Oh my goodness, Rice Krispie treats. I bought just a generic brand. I think they're just as good as anything. Now I've taken the liberty already. You use basically 1 stick of butter and a whole package of little miniature marshmallows. And you start melting it on a low heat. And you just start letting it get soft like this. And this goes quicker than I really realized. And this starts melting and it'll get liquid really soon. So I also put like a tablespoon, or teaspoon I guess, of vanilla in it. So it will be a really good flavor. And when this gets melted down a little bit more, in fact I'm going to do this in layers. I have some chocolate chips, and I'm going to put a few in right now because this is going to be chocolate flavored. Because what I'm making is actually a graveyard cake, or Rice Krispie treat anyway. And so when this all melts and gets really soft, we then will dump in our Rice Krispie treats. And I want this to be like dirt and kind of creepy looking. I think I have the fire up a little too hot. It's sticking in the bottom of my pan. And it can be, for me, it can be chunky a little bit because I need it to just look kind of creepy a little bit. A little. Nothing horribly creepy, but a little bit. And some of the marshmallows are taking longer to melt, I see, than others. But it's starting to get softer. And you can see how quickly that really did melt. It was already started a little bit when I started videoing, but I realized how quickly it actually was melting. And there we go. It is already just like a pancake batter consistency or whatever that is. I'll shut off the heat now because it's where I need to be. And then I'm going to just take my cereal and I'm going to dump the whole thing in there. This is a stick of butter and a whole thing of Rice Krispie treat, or Rice Krispie. And then you just start mixing and mixing. And it feels dry, like, oh no, I don't have enough stuff. But if you keep mixing, you realize you really do. And this has kind of got a little chocolate chip look to it, or chocolatey flavored. And we'll put a little bit of these in there so they'll gently melt, but not be completely liquefied. Fully melted. I want them to be starting to melt without being fully melted. Oh, this does get tough on the arms though. Wow. I didn't realize this was this much. Well, I hope you enjoy watching me work. But it's starting to take on the shape very nicely, in fact. Those chocolate chips are actually starting to melt in, as you can see. You can take a peek over here and hold it there for a few minutes so they can see how it's taken on a chocolate look. And it's really kind of looking a little more like, I guess, dirt. So now I'm going to add a little bit more of my chocolate chips to it because I want it to be chunky a little bit and chocolatey. Isn't that going to look yummy? And I don't measure, sorry. I am notorious for not really measuring what I put into my stuff. So this is beginning to be just the right consistency, to my opinion. Get that out of our way. And now, I did actually forget to oil my pan, and you so want to oil your pan because it will stick if you don't. So if you have spray oil, you can spray oil it, or you can do what I'm doing here. I just have my olive oil Or you can do whatever oil suits you. It can be coconut oil, anything like that. And just make sure you do all your sides in the bottom so that you will be able to cut this out later. And then you just take it and you dump it out of the bowl or out of your pan. Oh my goodness, it's sticking pretty good, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Come on, stuff. There we go. And this should be so yummy. Some of you have probably already made Rice Krispie treats before. Frankly, this is my first time of making it. I just watched a lot of different recipes until I found one basically that I thought would work for what I'm wanting. Oh my goodness. Sticky, sticky, sticky. There we go. It is making a mess getting it out of the bowl. Maybe you guys have a better tip on really how to do that. But now I'm going to just mash it down and make it flat. At least the consistency of ground. I don't know that I need it to be like really smooth, because that looks kind of like ground right there a little bit, and it's a graveyard. So that's what we're going to do. Put a little lump right there of something. Looks good. Now for me, I'm doing a simple headstone. All it simply is these like Hershey's chocolate mini bars here. And you unwrap them, if you can have any better luck than I am. Oh, come on, there we go. And they're just simple. And you discover where you want the front of it to be. This may still be a little too warm, it might melt it, but we'll see how it's going to work. If it starts melting it too much, then we should probably wait for it to cool more, because it is chocolate. And I think maybe I did need it to cool a little bit more, but we'll see what it does. And every so often, we're going to just put them in here. Just another little slit with that. Stick it down in there and then brush everything up around it so it will stand. And we continue. Now folks, I'm not doing this on any, I'll show you a little bit later the results, because I don't know how to edit. I'm just filming on my phone. Sorry that this might be too long, and one day I'm going to learn how to do all the fun stuff on the phone that all of you can do. Old videos, I had my son helping me and my daughter, and well, they've grown up and moved on and with their own lives, and I don't really have them here all the time like I did back then. And so now I just have a friend of mine, my brother in fact, actually. He's just quickly using the camera to film it. But see, what we can do from here is at the dollar store, they had this packet of Halloween pops. And it has little pumpkins and little ghosts. And I just thought it would be fun, each little grave, to, if I can get them open, it would sure help. There we go. And just put one at each grave. Too long a stick, so we'll cut it down. The stick doesn't need to be that long. And then there's a grave. And at each grave, we can put also a pumpkin. And you know, you could also mound it to look more like a grave coming out from it. Yeah, we can mound that. And you could do crushed up graham crackers. I happen to be gluten-free, so graham crackers are not my best friend. I have real problems with gluten. I did find some gluten-free graham crackers not too long ago. Boy, this is still quite hot. I think it is melting my chocolate. May have to redo those. But you get my idea on how to make a really cute looking graveyard cake that everyone would enjoy eating. So if you want, I will show you how it looks when I get done, but you gotta watch me go through it all. And these wrappers are not cooperating. And you can just do 2 rows of it. See if that makes it just a little bit easier. Cut the tips. Oop, that one broke. Don't want it broken. I guess I should have thought about unwrapping all of these before I started making this. And I'll do this one and one more. And you could take your graham cracker crusts or your graham crackers and put them in a bag and just crush them up and make like powder and sprinkle them on each one of your grave headstones here and make it mounding like they're freshly dug grave. Like I'm trying to pinch with my fingers here. And create just a cool kind of grave look here. I've been making this for years, only I usually make it out of either a brownie or a cake mix. And then I'll just put one like that. And then we can go along and put a pumpkin again. And you don't have to put one at every grave. And you know what? It's kind of cool having them, some of them falling which way or another. And not every grave is going to have a ghost at it because there was only 3 in the pack. Now, if you wanted to buy more package and make sure everyone has a ghost coming at it, that would be more fun. Well, these packages are stubborn today. I didn't realize they were going to be this much work to get them open. Finally, and he's breaking. Well, that happens, I guess. And we'll stick him at, maybe I'll put him right there. And then my final ghost. There we go. And he'll be up more front and center. And cut off his. And we'll stick him on like that angle. And a pumpkin. And this pumpkin maybe can be at the foot of that one. And how about right there? And then what I did is I found these peach O's. Now they do have actual candy worms, but they're all these funny colors. And so I decided to just cut an O in half and stretch it and twist it. And I thought, well, maybe I could make it look like a worm is crawling in and out. And these are more realistic in color. And just kind of put them wherever. And this is just your fun look for all of the kids to come to enjoy for Halloween. I just need a few. You can do whatever shapes and they take on the creepy crawly look. And then I thought maybe you just stretch it out so it's not quite so uniform. And one like that. And make it look like it's part of it. And then it's a longer worm that's kind of gone in and back out. Be as creative as you really want. And yeah, it's just laying there. Just the fun look here. It would be better to have the graham crackers mounded in front of all these, and they are melting and laying over. But there is my graveyard. Have fun with yours. Sprinkle all kinds of stuff on it. And make it be what you want it to be. This has been a little simplified. I think I would like to be able to put more stuff on it that would be creepier looking and stuff, but this was fun to make. I hope you will have a wonderful Halloween. I hope this inspired you to at least make something you might like to do yourself. So happy Halloween, and God bless you, and have a great time. Take care.